Hello, everybody. It's Yugo Strange here, and I am back again with another little mini episode. And this one is about why discipline beats motivation. Just gonna be talking a little bit about, how I've learned to apply that in my life, and maybe you guys can relate to it. Um, so here it goes. I used to wait until I felt motivated to do anything, and that's not the case anymore. So I don't even wait to feel to be motivated. And here's what changed. So a while back I started something new, like going to the gym consistently, also maybe playing my guitar more often, showing up at my demanding job, just trying to build something on the side. And almost every single day before I did any of it, I felt this pull just to like not I always waited until I felt ready, until I felt motivated, and those days never came, to be honest. And here's the thing that nobody tells you about motivation: it's super unreliable. Some days it shows up, most days it doesn't, and if you're waiting on a feeling to give you permission to act, you're literally going to be spending most of your life waiting. That's been one of my biggest mistakes in life. I remember like days I would sit in the car outside the gym, not wanting to go in, feeling tired, feeling like today just wasn't the day. But I made myself go away. Look at me. I made myself go anyway, and it's not because I felt like it, but because I I don't know. I decided showing up mattered more than how I felt in that moment. There's times where we're just not motivated to do anything, and even though you're not motivated to do it, just showing up matters. Just that one step definitely matters. It matters to me because even though I'm not, how can I say, I'm not perfect, I have my days where I will fail. So I'm not just saying these things just because, oh, I mastered it or because I know better. It's just, I know that waiting for motivation, waiting for the day till I feel like I'm ready, waiting for the day to feel like, okay, this is it. Today I'm gonna do it. It will never come. It will never happen. You have to build that within yourself. As hard as it is, you definitely have to do it for yourself. And it's not just because it's a chore or like a task. It's more like because you have compassion towards yourself. You want to see yourself grow. You want to see yourself do more than what you probably thought you couldn't do or be. And for me, showing up, like I said, showing up really mattered more than what I felt in that moment. And it's something I try to teach my parents too, because my parents, they're super discouraged in life. It's crazy. It's like they just want to give up, especially my dad. And that's something that I've tried teaching him, It's just that first step. Once you get over that first step to do anything, you start to realize, oh, okay, it really wasn't that bad. So what we expect in life, or some event, or some person, or whatever it may be, we set these expectations in our mind. And one thing I learned is that a lot of our expectations don't meet the reality of what things really are. And once you take that first step, it's so funny because we make it such a hurdle just to do that first step. But once we get over that first hurdle, we really do see and realize it really wasn't as bad as we thought it was. And this applies way more than the gym. It applied to work I didn't feel like doing. I mean, I got fired earlier this year for one of the jobs I was working, and it's just because I wasn't motivated. I hated that job completely, and I wasn't motivated at all. There were days I called out just to disappear. The people I worked with were always having conversations I didn't feel ready to have, and every single time the pattern was the same. The feeling of not wanting to do it was never actually a reliable signal of whether I should do it or not. I don't know if that makes any sense, but for example, like when you're feeling discouraged, it's never that's when you just feel like not doing something, it's not really reliable. It's not. It's not reliable at all. It's just gonna keep holding you back of whether you should do something or not. Like you need to just do it. Just like what Nike says, just do it. I mean, it's hard. It's as hard. It's as hard. I mean, it really is hard to apply. It is. It takes more than that. It takes day by day. Just like I said in my last video, it takes day by day, brick by brick, for you to build yourself up to this new type of mindset. It's not easy. It's not going to be easy. You just have to be. One thing I learned about the Stoics, you have to be content with where you are. You really have to be. And you have to discipline yourself because you're where you're at for a reason. And where you're at, that's where you need to be at the moment. Be content, make the best of where you're at right now, wherever it is. Whether it's a job you hate, whether it's a job you love, whether it's situations with people that, it's hard to maneuver through. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of discipline. And a lot of the times discipline isn't about never feeling resistance. But, it's literally acting. It's about acting despite it. Meaning, even if you don't feel motivated to do something, just do it. That's part of having discipline. You do it because you need to do it. I remember reading, I'm not sure exactly which philosopher said it, but there was a quote that said, and it's not, again, it doesn't just apply to work or anything like that, but it's an everyday thing. And it said, I have to get up, I have to, like in the morning, if you ever feel discouraged to even get out of bed, the Stoic said, I have to get up to be able to operate as a human being. And it's not about work, it's literally about who you are. You have to get up to be who you need to be, which is yourself, a human. You're human, I'm human, everybody's human. Nobody in this world is perfect. If not, then they probably must be a robot. But even robots aren't perfect because they make mistakes as well. AI makes mistakes all the time. So it just goes to show that, there are days that, you're gonna feel like you don't want to do anything, but that's part of your human nature. And you need to learn to accept that and keep going. Motivation is a mood. Discipline is a decision. That's something you can control. Your moods can change by the hour, by the minute, by the seconds. You're constantly feeling one moment, the other moment you're not. But decisions, the ones that you actually commit to, don't need permission from you of how you feel that day. It's the most powerful thing ever that I can think of. You have total control of your actions. What you can't control is how you react to something. So let's say you don't feel discouraged. I mean, you don't feel motivated. You feel discouraged, but how you act upon it determines exactly your character. That's where you grow. That's where you start to see, wow, like, yeah, this is crazy. Like, you start to feel a little bit more powerful in a sense. And, reflecting, looking back in my life, almost nothing good came out of just waiting until I felt ready. It came from doing the thing anyway and letting readiness show up in the middle of work, not before it. Because, again, if you just wait, it's not gonna happen. It's really not gonna happen. And that's one thing. I have a friend. It's funny. I have a friend, and I don't even know why, if I even consider people like this friends, but I have a friend where they will wait until somebody makes the move to actually make a move. Like, so for example, if we make plans to go somewhere, that person will wait for me or for anybody that's in the plans to be like, all right, guys, let's go. Like, they're not the type of person to be like, oh, let's go, come on. They will start to ask questions and things like that. It's just really annoying. And if you're that type of person, just waiting, even if you wait for people, like for example, to go out, if you wait for others for you to do things, you're never gonna do it. You're gonna sit there waiting for others until they're ready to do it. And that's not a normal life, in my opinion. I don't think that's something that is a normal way of living, you're gonna miss out on so many opportunities. Meeting people, going to events, you know, enjoying your life. You're gonna miss out on so many opportunities. So don't wait till you feel motivated. Just stop waiting, decide first, and the feeling's gonna catch up. You're gonna see. Or it won't. And even if it does or it doesn't matter, because you already did the thing that mattered. You know? And to close off, if this hits home for you, let me know in the comments. If you're new here, I share reflections like this while playing through some of my favorite games. So stick around for more, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.